Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Gary Martin, and today join us with Sam Smith at Golf Repairs for You, where I've come to bite the bullet and have an iron fitting.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
And we narrowed it down a little bit. We did a bit of iron testing in last week.
Yeah.
And we've narrowed it down, obviously, 03170, which I've used for a couple of weeks in standard specs.
Yeah.
Has been unbelievable. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So obviously, I've been borrowing these off James. James needs them back for obviously making videos, so I've got to look at buying some.
Yeah.
And obviously we're going to test this standard one that James has given us, and obviously see if you can move on this with, fitting
yeah, like I said, that's our starting point. Like I said, any normal fitting, I'd get you hitting your current set, but even though it's the same head, we need to still build in what it was before, just to see how you started and what the end result's going to be.
If James would have said to me I could have had them irons, I would have literally had them and been very happy.
Yeah.
That's how happy I am with these irons. They've outperformed, anything that I've had in recent years, and even though they're not to my spec.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, if they end up being the best, then fair enough. But it's that peace of mind where, but like I said, we've got a lot more shaft options, swing weight options, obviously length, loft lie as well. So yeah, we'll work it out. But hopefully we'll find something a little bit better.
I hope so. And guys, please watch the channel and share as many videos as you can, because this is probably going to be the most expensive month of my life. I really can't afford this at the minute. I really can't afford it. I weren't expecting any of this, but I think with matches that are going to be coming up and trying to get on road and play some of you guys, and obviously collaborate with other YouTubers, it's going to be worth the investment. So
yeah.
I'm prepared to do it.
Yeah, like I said, we'll get it right, don't worry.
Do you know one thing I actually love about PXG is the grips?
Yeah, grips are
I've
nice.
always liked the grips.
Yeah, but just Lamkin Z5. But yeah, when you're ready, Gary.
That's definitely the one I've been playing with.
So of course, how far would you say we've been going?
I'd say 165 to 175 with a 7 iron.
Okay.
When I've struck it well, so that one's come up a bit short. That one were a little bit better clipped.
As a ball flight, you think it seemed okay?
Honestly, I've absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
I've loved having these. I was gutted when James said he needed them back. He potentially might let me, use them, carry on using them.
But you can't commit to
you need your own set of clubs, don't you? I can't
Yeah,
rely
of
on
course.
James forever, like.
Yeah, exactly. You need your own set. Sounded better.
You can see why I've been enjoying these, can't you?
Yeah.
And in this spec that I've been using, I'd probably say they're even better than the ones we did in last video.
Yeah, I'd agree. They're a bit better numbers.
We used S300s in all the clubs to keep it consistent when we were trying head to head, but with that shaft in, it feels so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my work cut out. Because to be honest, the numbers are very good. Dispersion's good. I don't know if you missed the green. Apart from one, we missed it the first one. Carry 167, right where you said. Said launch is good, spin's really good, deviation's really good with spin, which is the main thing with a hollow head, so it's not going to be flying. So that's the reason you're not being able to fly, is because your spin's really consistent. Obviously 119.3 ball speed. Yeah, like I said, definitely hard to beat. I think you look at angle of descent, yeah, 49.1. That's exactly where you kind of want to see it as well. Yeah, I'd say I like a challenge. But no, I mean, like you said, because you've really liked him anyway, I can see why you've liked him. It's not like they're really out, if you'd have, well, if I'd been, say, a shaft we tried in the fitting, I'd have been really happy with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a really good starting point. This is a case now, if we can get some of it's maybe touch more ball speed, you can see, if I'm being really picky, sometimes drops a fraction. Take out the first one because we're just maybe a different swing. But 116, 117, maybe bump that a fraction higher while maintaining the good numbers. I'd say that's the only way you're going to get a bit better numbers, really.
And I mean, if I were being sort of critical of these, the only thing I would have changed if I were getting, obviously would have been, I felt they're a little short in short iron. Sorry, range 9 iron. You know, I can tell the standard length clubs.
Yeah.
And James got just standard size grips, so
yeah.
I'd prefer mid-size.
Yeah, so we'll look into that. We'll look at obviously going, you know, thicker grip, maybe a little bit longer, and if that might help a bit more with consistency anyway.
And it's great. I can give you this feedback. So I've been playing with them. If I could make the ball just a little further right than it's starting at the minute.
Okay, so potentially lie angle then as well.
Potentially, yeah.
If you're going a fraction left. Again, you average a 1.2 right, but with what the ball flight you want to achieve, obviously a little fade, then yeah, we'll definitely look into lie angle. And like I said, when we've done the previous videos, we've seen flatter lie angle was probably even better for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely, like I said, even if it's that head and shaft combination, there's still a bit we can do with it.
Certainly. Certainly.
So yeah.
If I walked away with that head and shaft combination, I wouldn't be unhappy.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, if you can't beat this, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not
it'd be a good thing, because
because
if you're already pleased with it, then yeah, it's just a bonus if we can find something that's even better.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like a challenge, so we'll see what we can do. Like I said, I'm going to just check the length and lie. Like I said, it should be standard lie from when we did the previous video, when I altered it to keep it fair. Yeah, so at the moment, 62.5 is standard lie. Loft's actually reading 30 degrees. I believe that's standard loft, maybe a fraction strong. But again, your data's saying that it's spot on anyway in terms of that loft. Like I said, I don't mind people going stronger loft if it means it creates optimum numbers, not going stronger for the sake of distance. So like I said, we've got our starting point. So we'll look at some shaft options and see what we can do. Obviously, the main thing is as well, obviously they're X-Flex.
Yeah.
We've been going down the route with all your fittings into stiff flex. So, yeah, it'd be interesting if we went stiff if you got a bit more feel again. I don't know how I know they feel probably good anyway, but might feel even better.
Yeah.
And again, we've got the Elevate Touring stiff, so we could even look at that as well.
Well, I was saying to Sam, for a long time I've used extra stiff dynamic golds, I've used Project X 6.5s. So going to an Elevate shaft actually feels like I've made a softer move, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as stiff. It probably feels a bit like I once had Modus Freeze, so I'd say like, and they were 120s. They feel a bit more like, a little bit like in between stiff and extra stiff to me. So I've not had that problem feeling that they're too stiff, which is something I don't like. I don't like a shaft to feel too stiff. Where are we going?
So we've changed it a little bit. So we've gone to KBS Tour VT 125. So a minute, similar weight range. Might need to potentially go lighter in a minute, but we've got this as a starting point. I've gone thicker grip, mid-size grip, based off a +4. Mid-size, like I said, it's a ½ inch longer as well. And then lie angle, I've gone a little bit flatter, especially because we've gone longer. It makes it play more right. So this is 1.5 flat now, and then I've just got a loft of 31. So a bit different spec, but we'll see how it goes. It's a bit different weighting.
I can certainly feel that. I'm enjoying the thickness of the grip and the length.
Yeah.
But the overall mass of the golf club, I'd say, is heavier.
Okay.
I can't say, obviously, ball flight wise and everything looked good.
Yeah.
Feel wise, it's obviously different to me. It feels heavier now, so.
Yeah, so their class is like a tall stiff, basically.
Right.
Obviously, yours are X-Flex, so I'm trying to get away from X-Flex just because that's what we've been doing in the rest of your bag.
Yeah. It's like me. It feels as though it's controlling my arms rather than me controlling club, if you know what I mean.
Right, okay.
I think I've just got used to, maybe because of shorter clubs, unfortunately I've got used to a lighter club.
Yeah. So you don't want to be, getting accustomed to something that was potentially not 100% right beforehand.
I know.
That's the problem.
I probably have.
We'll work it out. Yeah, a bit spinny of these, though.
I just don't feel as in control. I just,
Okay, let's look at. Let's see what it's saying. But yeah, just a lot short. Well, way shorter, to be honest.
I think it's just probably strikes not as good.
Yeah. Ball speed's dropped massively. Spins higher, sorry, lower, but deviation's way higher. I said launch is a lot higher. Ball speed's 8 mile an hour slower. So yeah, 13 yards.
Just shows you what happens if you buy the wrong clubs, doesn't it?
Yeah, so just we've got to try these shafts just to see what's going to work out better. And like I said, it might be a case that Elevate is the best shaft because, to be honest, like I said before, that's going to be hard to beat for data.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll know within a few shots of any shaft combination if it's contending because that sets such a high bar the Elevate shaft does. So yeah, let's try another.
When they get too heavy, it makes my arms feel weak. It makes me feel like weird.
Right, okay. So you think the shaft's a bit heavy?
The overall weight of the club, I feel as though like I can't be loose in my hands, and that's when I'm playing my best. When I feel as though I'm just loose, and when I get that waggle, I know if you watch a lot of my videos, you'll know
you get a nice
if
waggle.
I get the waggle, I like the club.
Yeah.
But I'm not able to kind of waggle that because I feel there's too much weight to do that.
Okay.
And I've never ever had a waggle through all my amateur playing days because I think I used shafts that were too heavy and stiff.
Yeah.
But it's only since seeing Stam and having that driver fitting, that's when the waggle started, weren't it? Like a dog with a waggly tail.
That's why it surprises me when I hear some YouTubers and professionals say the shafts don't really matter.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, just lost 13 yards.
Yeah.
There's people, as you know, who said shafts not really that important.
Well,
yeah.
It is so important. You must be getting serious, mate. If you've got your own grips now.
Yeah, I've had them for
He's even
quite a while.
designed his own shaft.
Yeah, I've been looking into my own brand of shaft. It's it's a big minefield.
Have you found any names yet?
No, that's the thing. It's getting something to sound good.
Get in the comments, guys, if you've got any good names for golf shafts. If you're going to design a golf shaft brand, what would you call it?
I've got some prototypes, but yeah, it's a big commitment really because you got to look at marketing. You got to look
Bomber.
There's loads of crazy names you could do, isn't there? But it's just it's a big investment, because if it doesn't pay off, it's
SS
costly.
Bomber.
SS Bomber. It's a 1/2 inch longer, Project IO, 110 gram. It's normal 6.0.
Is it 1/2 inch longer?
Yeah, it's 1/2 inch longer, mid-size grip. Not changed anything with loft and lie yet.
Feels not as heavy.
Yeah, that's why I've gone a bit lighter shaft, so that's why I went to the IO, because that's 110 gram, so that's about 15 grams lighter than the KBS you've just tried. So when you're ready. Gonna go a bit stronger off.
Yeah.
Originally, I had it at 30 for the Elevate. I did go weaker because 30 degrees, 2 degrees strong.
Yeah.
But in your case, if you go, say, back to 32, what standard loft would be, it'd just stall a little bit. So I'm just gonna go back to 30.
Obviously, James had him power lofted, did he?
It must have, yeah. Mine didn't tell you. It'd be like
No, he didn't tell us that.
27 degrees or something.
He forgot to mention that bit. One thing I would say as well is let's not go up charge unless we have to.
That's fine. Yeah. Not that I wasn't going to go graphite next option anyway.
I mean, if we have to, we have to, but...
How does the connection feel? Because obviously line was a bit different.
We said, didn't we, we're going to be hard to beat these Elevate ones.
Yeah.
It's the closest we've got, but it certainly feels better than the last shaft. I don't think we're quite...
Yeah.
It's not much, but I'm almost like now, if I try the Elevate in thicker grips and longer shaft, it might not feel the same as what they did with James.
Again, that's a problem, if you've ingrained it a bit, because you've played quite a bit of golf for them.
Yeah, I mean, these feel the best I've tried in my length.
Okay.
And the strike feels pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I would say strike feels pretty good. I hadn't noticed a difference in them feeling like they're going to write more, which we might have expected when being flat lights.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it just makes your dispersion a bit tighter, really, going a bit flatter.
And they don't, when I put them down at address, they don't look like they're so flat that they just look good.
Yeah.
To look down at still.
That was a good shot.
I don't know if it's just the grip, so like so I'm just getting used to a bit thicker grip again.
Yeah. That was a good shot. Let's look at the data now. So I'll take, yeah, definitely one shot out.
Could be a very expensive day.
So, slightly different ball flight again. So launch a bit higher, spins a bit lower. Deviation's still really good. It's just the ball speed. That's the main thing with the elevate. You're just really kind of connecting well. Yeah. And like I said, ball flight was really good. Obviously, only 3 yards shorter. Must say the project is better dispersion by fraction. So let's go elevate tour now in longer.
Yeah.
And then I think that will determine quite a bit. Because like I said, if all of a sudden that speeds up again, then fair enough.
Try graphite then.
Then we'll try graphite.
Yeah. Would graphite would there be a case for me to try graphite?
I think so. I think, to be honest, with the shafts I'm using at the moment, I think it would be a good option for you.
Oh yeah, I bet
Sadly. No, I think that they're very good for spin. From what I've seen, the launch quite low, but spin a lot, which is kind of what the elevate were doing. But they're just a little bit lighter, 110 in terms of weight. But yeah, like I said, we'll see. There's that side there.
I mean, unless it's a massive difference.
Yeah.
No, like I said,
You're not
it's
consider them, are you, unless it's...
No.
unless you were, in this range in terms of like how consistent we were, and ball speed was even quicker, then fair enough. But yeah, like I said, the elevate's hard to beat.
I think there's no point in talking about money till you've tried something, because we're all keen golfers. And
full custom fit, so you have to be fit.
yeah, and when you kind of try something it works, the money element just seems to go out the window, and you're having it, don't it?
Yeah, I always say to all my people I fit, it's just justifying it.
Yeah.
If like the V8 Sinister chef we're referring to, if it's better, then it is what it is, really. If you want the best for your game.
Yeah.
But again, the elevate's completely opposite, where it's a stock shaft.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally just what works at the end of the day.
That feels good.
Okay.
Like it just feels like James's.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
But obviously,
in a better spec in theory.
Yeah, exactly. Longer shafts, obviously thicker grip, but still feels nice to swing.
Yeah.
Which is what I want.
Yeah. Turn the tab up better distance.
I bet my club speed's gone up. There's something about these. I know I've not hit them very well, but the feeling in my to swing feels fantastic.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm not a machine, I'm going to hit bad shots, but I think you just know when you like the feel of something, don't you?
Yeah.
And I just love the feel of that. Odd, isn't it? 'Cause I've not hit them that well. They just feel nice to swing with that shafting.
Go a smidge up right.
Weird, isn't it? And do you know what? I'm really open-minded to the fact that if these aren't the best performance, I'll get used to it feeling something else.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just buy these because they feel the best. And it might be that comfort of feeling like they're like James's that are making me like feel happy with these. But performance hasn't beat that other shaft, has it?
Not a minute now.
That felt nice. I don't want to be that like guy who comes for a lesson and doesn't says, "Oh, I don't like it because it feels different."
Yeah.
I think we've got to have to go off data, aren't we? A little bit.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you want it to feel good at the same time, but
Yeah.
the data should tell you what's best.
Oh, that one's bad.
Yeah, it's probably one of the least consistent options, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same shaft.
I feel it feels nice, but it's just not as good as Stanley Lem.
No, I'm going to be intrigued to see like path as well. Something's got to have changed to not be performing as well, because that ball speed was quicker. The widest dispersion out of anything. Gone down 6 yards. Ball speed's dropped. Launch is higher, spins lower. Yeah, your path's quite different, and I think that's because it's longer. You're standing further away.
Yeah.
But look at your deviation with your face angle. Again, you can look at IO, very different at impact, more short, more consistent as well. It still fluctuates quite a bit, but I see there it's too much play. Whether that's going a little bit longer, but it's just maybe just affecting your timing. Maybe
I certainly don't feel as comfortable with this shaft as I were hoping.
no, like I said,
It feels nice to swing. The feel of it feels good, but the actual results.
no, like I said, if you not counting the original Elevator, I'd say the IO would have been better at the minute because efficiency is way better. I prefer kind of angle attack's not too steep. That launch spin was a bit better, good deviation. Again, you look at like deviation, Elevate, there is a bit more. But yeah, it's just not got the speed where you just. Yeah, I think it's like your timing's changed because your path's changed and then the ball speed's changed, so you're just not really getting that energy into the ball. Okay, that's you've thrown a spanner in the works, Gary.
Sorry.
No, because like in theory, it should have been really good.
Yeah.
It's the exact same shaft. It's a length which I think you should need a half-inch longer.
What about the swing weight? Has that changed?
1 point.
Yeah.
It's not enough to really make that much of a difference. Maybe 5 points or something, but it's only gone from D4 to D5. So that's not much of a difference. I'm just intrigued. Just pop the stock one back in and hit a few more.
That felt heavy. That one was better. Kind of turned my upper body around on my hands. But I've got to admit, now we've actually tried clubs longer with thicker grips, going back to this now feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we've answered the question that probably I do need longer with thicker grips.
Yeah.
It might just be a matter of having to get used to them.
I think it's, like I say, it is a really awkward thing because, you've ingrained the old set.
Yeah.
And you can see now you've gone to different options which should be better thickness of grip, better length.
Yeah.
And then you've gone back to that and you just like, it doesn't feel right.
It
and
now
you can see that in the data.
It now makes that Project X one look pretty good.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
And that's the thing, if you look at the data now, I've put it on a separate category and you'll see the difference between you when you first hit it and the second time. And like I said, there's nothing different. Now, that one, which is that in half-inch longer, thicker grip, and that will have the worst dispersion. But you can see, it's ball speed lower, launch and spins lower, 3 yards shorter, and like I said, then all of a sudden that IO looks a lot more appealing. Club data, speed's dropped again. Efficiency is good, to be fair. Path's a little bit different, not as severe, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, all I can think of is you've started off I really like these clubs. And you've like ripped them. But then now we've got more of a fitting. It's just gone a bit the other way. Because like I said, we've not had anything close to 93 in terms of clubber speed. And obviously that's what got you the ball speed as well. And like I said, I think you've just put on like 5 like really good strikes, which obviously is what you want. But you can see that when we've done it again with the exact same setup,
Yeah.
it's just nowhere near as consistent.
In terms of the longer shafts with the right grip thickness for me though, I'd definitely say that that's been the best so far.
Yeah, and like I said, it's finding something now that can replicate that from the
Yeah.
beginning, but in a setup which you should be having really,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
½ inch longer, I'd
I
say,
agree.
thicker grip. And like I said, now it's just finding that option.
Yeah.
Like I said, the IO's definitely a good option so far.
Right.
Like I said, originally you think ball speed's slower, but now you've hit it again, it's actually
Yeah.
quicker than what that was the second time.
Yeah.
And dispersion's really good. So yeah, IO's definitely a contender now. So VA Sinister 110. Again, that's ½ inch longer. It's already got a +4 mid-size on. I think what a lot of people need to do now is not be shying away from trying graphite. Like I said, it's so much more advanced now, but you need to definitely keep it as an option, really.
I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with that.
No, that's fine. So it's saved your wallet anyway.
And you know, obviously, as much as we're joking here about money, if it works, I'll you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
No, you can see straight away the
Yeah.
connection's not really there. We are looking now at a KBS dollar taper light.
I'll tell you what, that feels light.
Well, I've gone back to X-Flex, but
Yeah.
it's lightweight, so that's 105.
But not when I say that feels light, I'm saying it in a positive way.
Yeah.
I feel like straight away it's my length, it's my grip, and it's the kind of weight that I've been enjoying. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. That's how it goes. Sounded better.
I don't mind that miss though, because obviously on course I do try and aim a little left at flag.
Yeah.
It might not seem that way in here, but
Yeah, I said it's not miles right. Pin eye.
that's kind of what I do on course. I aim a bit left and then it either stays there or
Right, okay.
fades.
Okay. Not too bad. I think I still prefer that IO
Yeah.
at the minute. I'd say it just looked a bit more consistent. But obviously I went back to X-Flex there. Did
Yeah.
that feel any different?
Well,
Or feel
it's funny
fine?
because, you know, obviously I think flex can be misleading and it doesn't actually feel stiffer.
Yeah.
I think the weight feeling lighter makes me feel that it's softer.
Yeah, I think we said that off camera, didn't I? said it to Dan off camera. You perceive flex as like weight.
Yeah.
So if I put in like a regular like 120 gram, you'd probably feel like it was X-Flex.
Yeah.
And like I said, so that's why I went to X-Flex because I've gone a bit lighter because you prefer that feeling, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to go too soft in terms of a shaft.
Yeah.
So I went back to X-Flex. You've got enough speed to handle it, no problem anyway. But yeah, that's in terms of data. Data's pretty good. So a minute, that's got the Elevate, which what you was using originally, but the second time we've hit it.
Yeah.
The IO shaft and the dollar taper light. So ball speed's a little bit lower, but I'll tell you, I prefer the launch and spin of that. Touch lower than a Project's IO, but a bit more spin. Obviously, because the ball speed's a bit lower, carry's not really there. Again, dispersion's pretty good, but still not as good as the IO at the moment.
Yeah.
And like I said, yeah, the speed's down a fraction.
Wow.
Perhaps a
club
bit
speed.
better.
So that shows that the efficiency's not there.
Yeah, so like I said, it's getting your club speed up, but it's
Yeah.
getting the efficiency to, maintain.
Yeah.
Where like I said, the IO, the speed wasn't great, but again, good efficiency. Similar to the Elevate Tour, but yeah, like you've used the speed of it being lighter, but you've not transferred it into the shot.
Yeah.
Basically. So
maybe that's a lesson to me as well, is that when I start swinging too quick, then obviously my performance deteriorates.
Yeah, you lose that timing, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go maybe a bit too light. Right, guys, so let's go back to the IO. Like I said, for me at the minute, that's probably the best performance shaft. We're going to get him the CB head. Like I said, we're going to get you hitting something, a different model anyway, just to compare. There you go.
Right, I must say, it looks a great looking head.
I'll just get a quick.
Have they been out long then?
Yeah, they came out before the T version.
Like a ball.
But yeah, we're still going to be staying current this year.
I'd say that like top line's a tad thicker actually.
Yeah, I'd probably say it is. It doesn't look that bad at dress. Like I said, I've tried both myself before I ordered my irons, and I preferred the CVs.
Looks very nice, that head and shaft combination. That felt nice. Didn't feel like I hit it completely square, but the feel off the face, like the compression.
Yeah.
And the feel felt really good. I actually really like the feel of these, bud.
Yeah.
I really do like these.
That was a good shout. I think you're getting a bit more out of them. I like to
As
say,
long as they're not going to be too flyery, like we've seen
it
that.
should be the opposite.
Yeah.
The T-head should be more of a fly club than that. That's just a traditional standard, CB.
I'm getting a really nice feel out of these. Like that. I'm coming back. I'm coming back here. I'm redeeming myself.
Thank God for that.
I think it's that confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we need to try another shaft in that.
Yeah.
But I think straight away that head's got
I like this.
it's got just a little bit more in it. I found exactly the same. I got better ball speed with that than the T head.
Yeah.
Even though in theory you shouldn't. It's just what works for you. That's more traditional. Lots of the lofts are naturally 1 degree weaker. But again, you look at that last one, 12 yards right at tide where you're aiming, but that's kind of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Ball speed 117, good launch, good spin. And like I said, where you just, I think your ball speed just started to drop a little bit from the other shafts we were trying in that T head. Straight away go back to the IO in bit, so it's just gone up and
I
up.
really feel good with this.
Now you're getting, you're liking that head.
Yeah.
I think next thing we'll go elevate shaft in that head.
Right.
And just see how that one compares. We definitely need to look at another shaft option if we're changing tension of the head. Well, that felt just as good, really.
Yeah, that felt solid. That felt like even better than the T. Is it OT it's called?
Just T, so
T.
0317T.
It felt even more solid, which I
Did-
weren't
Did
expecting.
you try these before? I'm sure you've tried these in a video before.
Yeah. I'm not aware.
Well, I think you tried it when there was on combo with blades.
Right.
I remember.
So realistically, what do we want to improve on that last one? A tad more spin and
I'd
just a
say
bit of
it's-
launch.
Yeah, I don't mind the launch too much. I'd say if you're maintaining that launch, probably kind of that spin with the
6'2",
KBS, we're probably
yeah.
about 6'2". It's about 400 revs more. But it's making sure we can maintain that speed to make, because obviously if riding spin, you don't want to lose distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's spot on already. So again, D5. Not alter the loft yet. I'll just see how it's launching. If it's going a bit low, I'll change the loft.
That actually felt really good. That felt like James's.
Just, stop on that one.
Oh, get it?
That felt fantastic off face.
Yeah, good shot.
The difference between that felt like it went that way off face rather than down. I don't know how to.
Well,
It's
okay.
crazy, isn't it? How you can.
Yeah, I mean, launch was a little bit higher. Ball speed not too bad.
It just felt like it flew off face. Again, felt a great strike.
Yeah.
I missed it a little bit left. It don't.
Yeah, like I said, after where we've set it up now, that was only about 5
Mm.
yards left.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. We're going a bit weaker. The flying. We're going a little bit flat. I know the distance is great, but you'll see in a minute launch and spin's a bit low, which is why we're travelling so far. Yeah, that's just back to standard loft. Let's see what that does first. That's 33.
What
Still
was the
same
pitching wedge work out in these then?
About 46, which is fine.
Do you think this is showing any better than the Project X?
I think I still prefer the Project X.
I do.
I think so. Again, I feel like these misses are a bit more severe.
Yeah. That felt nice, but I felt like I was getting something going with the Project X a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a bit like fluctuates a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I said, that seemed a decent strike. That's carried 159. I know we're weak in the lofts, but
Yeah.
yeah, well, like I said before, you're just getting a lot of flyers. The ball speed's dropped. No, it's a bit short. I know we're weak in the loft, which can make it go shorter, but yeah, because I think your launch and spin looks similar to the Project X, but we've had to weaken the lofts to create that. Which also even loses ball speed.
It don't feel as like solid as that Project X.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It feels looser. That's all I can describe it as.
So I think we'll end on the
I'm glad we're going back to this now, straight after X, so I can make a really good sort of conclusion of difference.
So sure, just some more.
But I'll tell you what, I'm buzzing with this. I really am. Because I did not think that I was going to get something better than that PX Irons the James's.
Yeah. No, good.
And I'm actually more happy with it. Everything, feel and...
Like, so when you hit it originally, it did stand out a bit more for me, but it's just going through the motions and obviously getting through that little iffy spell you had swing wise.
Well, my tail's not wagging, but I think it's wagging again. Oh, it's wagging again. That's better. That's better than X, feel-wise. I don't even care what the numbers are. That felt amazing.
Forget the data.
That's feel. A lot of it is feel. I think feel gives you confidence anyway, which gives you more club head speed, which gives you more ball speed, which gives you better dispersion.
That
It's
is.
a knock-on effect.
That is miles better than the X. That's felt like I pulled it left.
It wasn't that bad. I've moved the green, just if you wonder why you flew it. I've just gone to 160 because your speed dropped a bit. Just so we can see how it reacts when it pitches on.
I'm really liking
Yeah,
it.
that's nice.
That was a good shot.
Well, the problem is you've got your distance back.
Yeah, I'm getting back up to meters again,
We
aren't I?
just got, I think we just have a 170 carry.
Yeah.
But I can see it, just watching you get a lot more excited.
My smile's coming back.
Yeah, you're a bit low.
I am. I'm wanting to get these like on course.
120.
Again, pure. Look at the carry.
Yeah. K167, and that was with the fade.
Thinking. I can see he's thinking
Oh
something. He's
no.
not happy still.
Oh no, he's messing with it.
He's not happy.
Oh, I'm happy with that.
I saw efficiency on the last one in at 1.39 and I just thought, stop.
Was it? I didn't
Yeah.
notice.
That feels nicer.
We haven't seen 1.39, I don't think, tonight.
What you mean on this club or the previous shaft?
No, the previous shot to that, this
Oh,
club.
sorry, yeah, this club,
It didn't
yeah,
pick it
I was
up
gonna
on
say.
that one, but
I was going to say, I feel so content with that.
but look at them numbers now. Left, like, what more do you want, really?
Yeah.
Not too much.
Well,
I know Sam
I don't
does.
want any more. It's him.
I want-
got wild loft machine out again.
No, what it is, you've created a good spin there,
Yeah.
but you've pushed it. So you've created that spin because you've pushed it. So when you've gone straight, the spin's dropped a little
Are you
bit.
putting it up right then?
No, I'm going back a little bit weaker loft by a
Right.
fraction. Right, this is 1 degree flat. And then 33 loft, so it's back to standard loft for that club. So all I've changed, it's still going to be...
I like the look of that behind the ball. You know, in terms of how it sits.
Yeah, it was just a little
First
tweak.
impression, it sits nice. That was a bit weak.
Yeah, it's a bit behind.
It's got it stuck behind it. Is the line flatter?
Yeah, fraction. Go back.
Is it, what did you do, flatten it a degree or
Half a degree.
half a degree?
Not a lot. That's literally standard loft, standard life.
As I say.
After all this. Well, half inch longer.
Yes. That's the one.
That look better.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Wrap it all.
That is the one.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy with that. That is the one. Need to get PhD out phone, don't we?
You do.
Right.
Speed dial.
Monday morning.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I wanted to see. Get into the 6 range.
Yeah.
Straight away, 6-1. Because I've just weakened the loft. I was all a little bit weak, and all of a sudden 48.7. Still a good ball speed. Like, so you've been loads of balls. I'm expecting your
Oh, is
speed
it?
to drop.
Well, it hasn't. It looked 5 mile an hour.
But again, like 1.35 efficiency. I'm overall, even with hitting loads of balls, you know, your ball speed's still a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Launches up a tad, spins up a tad, deviation's better with a spin. And like I said, it's getting that ball flight you want as well. It's getting that little fade. And again, carry 165, 173 total. But like I said, obviously carry is the main one. And then club date. Yeah, so yeah, she's swinging that back a bit quicker. 89. That's,
I think that's just confidence, isn't it?
yeah, like I said, I think you're confident because you did get quite a few when we were going back down to like
yeah.
87-ish. I think straight away, yeah, a bit more speed just from liking the feel of everything really. But no, like I said, just a bit better numbers for me overall. And like I said, all the combinations we've tried in the IO, it did perform consistently well.
For me, it had to be a combination of numbers but feel as well, and I feel like I've got both.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, with that 7 iron PXG, which were the Everlate shaft in a longer shaft, I didn't feel as comfortable.
No.
As soon as you put this product in my hands, I feel comfortable again.
And like I said, you'd kind of shot yourself in the foot originally with the off-the-shelf spec.
Yeah.
Because you've been using it for a while, you'd kind of adapted to them in a way when, in the long run, you're going to be better with a bit longer shaft, bit thicker grip. And like I said, as soon as we tried it in the elevator, it just didn't work. And like I said, we went back to, that setting was when we went back to the stock shaft as well, so that's not even the longer version.
Yeah.
The longer version was elevate altered, that one. Yeah, which was even slower really, and distance was down again. I think dispersion was still not 100%, tiny bit wider than Project X. But yeah, like I said, you just lost it a little bit when
Yeah.
you tried it in different combinations, and like I said, when we went back to the original combination, still wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, yeah, I think you just got it in a good window for me. Like I said, it's good to see it just creep into the 6,000 range.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Well, 13 shafts later, a lot of bending and knocking around, and
Yeah.
we've finally got to the bottom of it, haven't we?
Yeah, we worked to that.
I must say, Sam, I'm really pleased you've persisted with me, because obviously it's not been my best day today, but
Yeah,
I think it's been. Do you know what? I actually think it's been great to have a fitting on a day like today, where I've had some bad swings as well.
yeah,
So I'm pretty confident now that this is the club that when I'm not swinging my best, it's the best.
yeah,
And when I'm swinging my best, it's the best.
yeah,
I can't be any more happy than that. And I like
Yeah.
the feel of it, I like the look of it. I think it outperforms the last clubs I've just been using.
yeah.
So yeah, I can't say no more. I mean, you've gone to end of earth and back for me on that one.
No, it's fine.
I just cannot wait to get them in bag.
Yeah,
Can't
like
wait
I
to
think it'll be
get
good.
them
So
back.
to summarise, so obviously different head to what you normally use. So a CB head, as we just saw a little bit more out, and I think you preferred the feel even more when we went to that head.
Yeah.
And then literally standard loft, standard line, Mr. Standard.
Yeah.
And then obviously Project IO, 110 grams stiff, half inch longer, and then the mid-sized grip.
Yeah.
And again, depending on the grip mod, the exact grip model, we'll get the weighting right. Swing weight D5.
I think what I'm going to do is obviously once I get my new clubs in the bag, I've got my new fairway wood as well. There's my driver that's being fixed. Going to have a couple of months of playing, and then definitely come back and have a refitting in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, as I say, just do a club MOT and just see if there any little minor tweaks.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be far away.
I think the key is to go and have a couple of months playing with them
Yeah.
now and come back with some feedback. And if there's any minor changes needed, I'm sure you'll be able to look after me with that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
yeah, thanks again.
No problem, mate.
Guys, I'm sure you're ready for bed, but go and make sure you check Sam out. I'll put his details in the comments below. He will do what he needs to do to get you the right clubs.
Yeah,
You don't give up, do
definitely.
you?
No, I'm not give up.
He does everything. And even
Yeah.
when we're happy, he's sometimes still not happy and still wants to keep going.
No, I just don't stop until I know it's 100%.
Yeah, but I think we're both sure that that's the best I'm going to get, and I'm happy with them, so can't wait to get them on order now and obviously get playing with them.
Yeah,
So-
no, will be a very, very good option.
Thanks again. Sorry if we're looking a bit tired, we've done a lot today, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
It's
Done
been
a
a
few
long day.
videos.
But yeah, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll hopefully see you in a couple of days' time. Bye. Cheers, Sam.
Thank you, mate.